You are streaming.
All right. Hello, everybody here. Welcome to the award ceremony for Fall 2018. Hey, everybody. Hi, online people. We're going to start off with something. We're going to start off with the partnership video. Don't start it yet. Okay. So we have two visually impaired students on campus and one online. Hi, LaTanya Heron. And LaTanya lives in Mississippi. She's an online peer of yours. Gracia Ramirez and Parker Burton are both visually impaired students that attend during the daytime. And they both work, our two daytime students here were referred to us by the Georgia Vocational Rehabilitation Agency. And so the GVRA decided they wanted to do a video and just to inspire other students who might be interested in coming here. And so we have this really cool video. And I apologize to you folks online because you may not be able to see it very well, but I will send it out to you as online students. So bear with us, it's only 3 minutes long, and I'm there at minute 120. So
that's why we're watching this video.
That's right. Without further ado, hit it, Eric.
I was born with an eye condition called optic nerve hypoplasia. I never would have described myself as determined or strong-willed. But I think what happened is that as I got older, there were a lot of people that said a lot of things. You should probably do this, or you could probably benefit from that. No one ever said, hey, how you feeling about that? Or have you ever considered? And so for a long time, I just sort of went, okay, yeah, you're right, I should probably do all these things. But then I started thinking about why. Why should I do all these things? Is it because I can't see? I'd rather be judged on who I am. But now I'm going to school to be a stenographer. GVRA helped me financially with technology and with training if I've ever needed it.
GVRA provides each individual the opportunity so that not only are they getting a job, but they're moving into an employment position that will allow for growth and really reach their full potential. With Gracia, she is what I would consider just a perfect client. She is such a bright woman. She's a great role model for other blind students.
Other students really look up to her because Gracia is fearless, and she doesn't let anything get in her way. Nothing. She just never takes no for an answer. Gracia was our first stint during my tenure here. That allowed me to work with GVRA, and I found it to be a really easy interaction. I really believe in the bottom of my heart that we both have the same goal. We have a person who has an interest, and we're going to work together to make sure that whatever their desire is in the end game actually happens.
The relationship I have with Gracia, it's not only just work, but also the fact that both of us are blind. And we've actually had very similar experiences going through the school system. She sees me as a person who is out there and who's a professional who's blind. And I can share with her some of the challenges I've had and how I overcame those. And then I'm available to her for those types of discussions. And it's just being able to just share those common experiences and see that just because you're blind doesn't mean that there's nothing you can do. There's a whole world out there.
The GVRA treats me as though I am what I am. They treat me like an adult. They have open conversations with me. They provide me with a service, and I do as well, in the sense that we're both aiming for the same thing, which is employment.
I'll send that to you so you can look for me at like minute 120. No, actually it's all about Gracia, and she is super inspirational, and Parker Burton, our other on-campus person, also very inspirational, and LaTanya Heron online, also super inspirational. And if you ever run up against a challenge while you're in court reporting school, I want you to remember this, because this woman and Parker Burton and LaTonya Heron can find their way to school every day, can make it through all the challenges that might come their way. Whatever's going on in your life is not insurmountable, and just use it as inspiration. So I thought that was very well done. And
Garcia's a Stena student. She's at 200 working on 200 works per minute now. So this isn't like a, in the background, she's not really that hard. She's got past a lot of people to get to that speed.
absolutely.
A lot of people go a long way before they even get that far. So
That's true. And Garcia is currently on externship, and she's ready to get out there and get a job. And it doesn't matter if she has to take 2 buses, a train, and an Uber to get to a location, she will. Last February at the high school mock trial competition, she was there, and she literally had to take 2 buses, a train, and an Uber to get there, and the Uber driver dropped her off behind the courthouse because there was construction. She did not know what was going on or how to get in the building, but she had a very cool assistive technology, which were glasses that were Wi-Fi based, and so she could get directions from what her glasses were seeing to get her around to the front of the building and to where she needed to be. So remember this person.
You have no excuses.
When your car won't start, or a kid is sick, or you just don't feel like coming today, think about her, because she is an inspiration for sure. So, all right, let's switch over to PowerPoint. Technical view. Go ahead and go to the second slide. All right, so first of all, we're going to have a bit of an agenda discussion. So we're going to play some games, then we're going to hand out some awards, then we're going to do the students of the quarter, and then we're going to have pizza. Again, sorry, online folks, you're just going to have to smell pepperoni pizza in your mouth.
cyber pizza.
Cyber pizza.
They eat the entire time they're in class because the kitchen is right behind.
I don't know if you can hear Eric, but he said you guys
They can
online
drink
eat
beer.
the entire
They
time.
can
Drinking beer and
The ones with a can probably should.
attending naked. Yeah, probably not. Okay, so we're gonna play a game, and I want everybody to pull out some paper, and you folks online, you got no paper. Who needs paper? Write small. Who needs a pen? Okay. Y'all are reporters, you're supposed to have a pen. What's class first? I'm sorry. All right. Anybody else paper, paper, paper? Paper, 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 paper. All right, perfect. And pens. Pen for you. Pen for you, pen for you, pen for you. I wish I was Oprah, I'd be giving out cards and your pens. All right, everybody good? Okay, so this is going to be a grammar and punctuation quiz, if you will. So the Daycom folks took this, and I haven't graded them, but when I was sorting through, I'm like, oh, evening and online are going to do so much better than the day people, because I was like, whoo! I was telling Art that I pulled this from a website that is a grammar and punctuation for middle school students. So you guys should be able to do this.
Can we point out what they did wrong though?
No pressure.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. First question.
Trained in the
Yep, okay. Oh, sorry, okay. So, first question. Write down the holiday that is written correctly. Play. What? Back and forth? Okay, write it down, write small, because I think there are 5 questions, but some of them you have to write several sentences. Okay. Do you see all that? It's written correctly? Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Which sentence has the correct punctuation and mark? Did you see that bird? It was huge. What kind of bird was it?
You're blocking.
Sorry. It's okay, I got it. It was an eagle?
And we don't use exclamation marks.
Well,
This
Very,
is general.
very
it's not a state law, but it's a custom
Yeah.
not to use them.
It's kind of like making a judgment call or you know, you might have thought that was exciting, the next guy doesn't. That kind of runs into that.
All right, so for your online people who might not have heard Eric talk about it, in generally, as a generally applicable rule or applicable, okay, for recording transcripts, no use of exclamation points, marks. All right, this is our comment on it. Which of the following sentences is punctuated correctly? Then just write the number in. Is it number one, using no directions, telephone, the location of the party? Is it number two, salad, pizza, macaroni and cheese, and strawberry yogurt on lunch? Of the three, my favorite is the last option. The movie was a disaster and a failure. Okay, this is about verb tenses. Again, for online folks, if you can't really see this, I apologize, and I will send this to you, or you can remind me. There, of course, I always gives, okay. You guys who wasn't paying attention, Clark had ate too much candy. How do you fix that sentence? That's the reason. You need to change things around.
Oh, they're not picking the correct one.
Oh,
Which one?
oh, sorry, there is
Well,
only one correct one, thank you.
Actually,
One doesn't have to do with the word.
some of them have multiple correct answers and some of them have none
Okay,
of the
so
above.
there is one that is correct-ish, correct-ish?
That would be giving things away, wouldn't it?
Not really.
You don't have to say which one, you can just say that there is one that is correct. Is there one that is correct? No, there is not one that is correct, so we must correct them. The girl,
Oh, you're right.
the girl with the broke leg was seen by the doctor, so write them out and correct them.
That makes more sense.
All of them? All of them. We don't have enough room.
It's.
Well, do you want to win or do you want to lose?
There's
It's a
two
contest.
sides, there's two sides of your paper. And I told you right small.
I mean, you could just,
Any more
you could just put it's verb, so you could just put the correct verb and we'd probably figure it out.
Okay.
Oh, and then you have to know what a verb is. Woo, mine
And
is down.
verbals as well.
One of these has the correct word.
The drive made me.
In one of them, the verb is correct,
Yeah.
however.
So I lied down for a nap. Cindy seen the surface action, they were in town last summer. Just do them all, correct them all, because none of them are correct. Take your time.
You can just take the wrong word, put the right word next to
Correct,
the right
yeah.
whole sentence.
That would be fine. I can figure that out.
Oh, okay.
So
What would be
just
fun is can you make it worse? But
Put an exclamation. Well, the first one has no period, so.
Well, there is that. It's either between Cindy singing the circus act or Clark had ate too much candy.
Clark broke his arm reaching for his hand. He didn't lay down for it.
So during this point during the daytime session, I was asking questions about Halloween-related things. So, how many of you guys have ever used a Ouija board?
Nope.
Raise your hand.
That's how I ended up at Brown.
It said go straight to Brown College.
It said you're about to get a job that you're gonna be trapped in for 30 years.
Oh, my Lord.
That took a
Okay,
long time.
how many folks have ever been to a seance? Okay.
We're all going to hell.
Straight. All right, how many of you have had a supernatural experience? Okay, tell me your supernatural experience.
Mine was just hearing the voice of God. Not really audibly, but in unction.
Okay,
And so I followed through on some things that I need to do.
go ahead and sign it, give them a tip. Okay, I saw a hand. What was your supernatural experience?
Oh, there's a lot.
What do you like dead people?
Actually, I have to sleep with the TV on because I hear too much. So I have to have a little bit of more than white noise when I go to sleep because I hear.
We have a psychic sensitive right here, so if anybody wants to know something, find this lady.
Please don't.
Okay.
Personality disorder.
No,
No?
not that.
All right.
Online, I'm gonna be checking your responses about these Halloween-based questions. Ronald, did you have a supernatural? Who else on this row had a supernatural experience?
Yeah,
Ted?
no, he said it had to be all scary and stuff. Mine's not.
It doesn't have to
could
be
be funny.
scary?
It's not funny either. It's just, you know.
Okay,
hear the voice
is it
of
sad?
God. No, huh?
Voice of God?
Voice of God.
Okay. What about you guys? Who raised their hand over here? What did you have, Kenyatta?
So the first one is when I first started driving out on this freeway, and it looked like a car was about to hit me, so I kind of swerved to the left side. And then it's like the man got out the car and guided me, like it was no more cars coming, so I was able to make it all the way back to the other side. To be on the expressway like this. And the second one is when my grandmother had just passed, I had my baby, and she was laying. My baby was laying by me, but when I woke up, she was like at the foot of the bed, and she was newborn, nobody was there.
Oh my gosh, that
So
was
I'm like, maybe my grandma was playing.
absolutely. Other folks supernatural experiences? Come on, Sheriff, give it up.
I had fell asleep, and I guess I was dreaming or I was sleeping too hard, but it felt like somebody was on me, and I could feel them on me. So if I was trying to turn over, I couldn't because it's like I was stuck, just like that. So I kept fighting it, and then actually I just threw it off, whatever it was, but I heard it hit the floor.
Oh my.
But I could look over on the floor, but there was nothing there. But it seemed like a
That was
waste.
super scary.
When I was in 8th grade, I had to miss my great-grandmother's funeral for a basketball game. And the night before the funeral, I had a dream of the funeral, and I told my mom everything. And when she got back from the funeral, she said it was exactly how I described it, like the setting and everything.
Wow.
So it was I thought it was psychic. But
It was psychic, I'm sure. All right, so during the day, we had someone who's in the military that was on patrol and saw some spooky, shadowy person in the background. And what else did we hear this morning? Y'all remember? Okay, I think we're all too old to remember from earlier this day.
And without being prompted, her partner said, yeah, I saw it too.
Corroborated as well.
Because
Yeah.
she could tell that something had disturbed her, but they didn't say, I just saw a spook. They just said,
So there are many things that we cannot imagine in this world, right? Okay, so are we done with this one? Yes.
You
Oh,
have-
do we have an online
Yes.
story? Share it with us, Mark.
Tori says, my house has 2 spirits in it. And my friend can definitely verify, LOL. So there must be happy spirits, hopefully.
Wow, I hope they are happy spirits, Tori.
Kate Lee says, if I win this Mega Millions jackpot, I'll chalk it up as a supernatural experience.
All right, we have one more real one.
When I moved into my condo in Wisconsin, everything was, put in place, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was about to pick my dog up, and
it was a small dog.
It was a small dog. She's 5 pounds, and she was right in front of the fireplace. And as I went to reach for her, there was a vase that was sitting on the fireplace. It literally moved because you could hear it scraping.
Oh no!
And she started barking, and then I, didn't pick her up because I was like, well, yeah, I heard that too, Lola. So basically, there was a couple of things that I noticed that I was hearing in the house when I first moved in, and I basically had a pastor bless the house, and we got rid of all that. We didn't hear anything else. Amen.
I know, creepy things happen all the time, not just around the Halloween season. Yeah, keep your eyes open, your ears open, everything. Okay, so now we're back to grammar. One more. All right, so here we go. These are also sentences to reconstruct, and you can just write the words in. So, thunderstorms develop quick during summer months. I had to finish the assignment real quick. Holly's car is more greener than mine. And Kelly, do you have a broken arm or something? No. Kelly did a good job on, Kelly did good on her placement test. No, none are correct, so you're going to
Now, if her placement test somehow benefited those less fortunate, that would be correct.
Okay.
But I doubt it.
I doubt it. So, four, six.
Fix all 4 of these.
Fix them. Just go ahead and fix them. While y'all are fixing them, let me see. I was trying to think if I have a supernatural story. I have several, but one of them is too long to tell. Here's a short one.
Tell the end of it, and let everybody guess the rest.
The ball cap was in the middle of the bedroom floor. So I looked at, when I first was married, when I was 21 years old. Don't get married when you're 21 years old.
Speak up a little bit.
Yes. Oh, I need to speak up. So when I was married and I was 21 years old, I lived in Smyrna, Georgia, which is just up the highway a bit. And my husband always wore a ball cap. He was an electrician. He was my high school sweetheart. He's the father of my 2 children. Very good looking man, but dumb as a stone. Anyway, sorry, I divorced him a long, long time ago.
Part Irish, part fence post.
Yeah.
This is on YouTube.
So he wore his ball cap all the time. When we first moved to Smyrna, we just got married and we did not have a washer and dryer. So we had to go to the laundromat to do our clothes. This was like 1989-ish. No, probably 99, I don't know. I don't remember. Somewhere around then. And so when we got home from the laundromat, his name was Bill. Bill said, "Where's my ball cap?" I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't see you take it off. I don't know where it is." We looked. We only lived in this teeny little house. It really only had. It wasn't as big as this room, probably. It had 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a living room, and a kitchen. That was it. It probably was about the size of this room. So we looked everywhere. We looked all over. We were just so confused about where his cap could be. We went back to the laundromat. We checked it all out. Couldn't find it. It wasn't in his truck. It wasn't anywhere. So we went to bed that night. He was like, "Dang, that was my favorite ball cap." We woke up in the morning. The cap was sitting in the middle of the bedroom floor. So I don't know where it was because we surely would have seen it. That's just one of my many woo experiences. Yeah, I love Halloween. Okay, next one. Okay, so I think now you guys can turn in the papers to me. Online votes, can you email it to me, your answers? That would be great. julie.morris@vccr.edu. You know, I'm the most annoying person because I send you email all the time. Got it. I'll know it was you. Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Great. Got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and give out our speed and theory awards. So instructors, I'm handing it over to you. Woo-hoo. Well, Eric is. They're mixed up. Just so online folks know, I went ahead earlier and made an entry for each of you for the drawing tonight.
Jeff, you can do this rub over here.
What's this?
Okay, I'm gonna do all the students who have completed theory, and we have online and in-house night in the stack, so I'm gonna try to keep them together. And the first person I'm going to call actually finished during the day, but she's a night student now. She's not here. Ivory Brewer. So if you got one, you get to come up here and put your name in the basket for a raffle. So if you're not here, you don't get to.
No, I didn't do you guys. I did the online people.
Yeah. Carol Daniels, who is not here also. But she's clapping. This student completed here last quarter, but she is doing speeds online. She comes in for academic, though, but I don't see her. Deanne Harris. And here's a couple that are definitely here and are always here because they're that conscientious of students. We have Suzanne Lacy. She's a superstar. Say again. Really? All right. Well, I've never heard of her. So you see it spelled.
Sign.
Lene, right? Is that it? Lene. Suzanne Lene. We said it the way that everybody probably says it. Right?
If you get more than one award, you do get more than one entry.
Also from her class, Denise Myers. Also doing awesome. These guys completed their 140 notes prior to completing theory, which is a great accomplishment. Here's another one who is skyrocketing through, but she has been a goal reporter for several years, so she does have that advantage. Karen Ray, come on in. She just passed her 200s.
All right, Karen.
Week 3. We're not quite in the week 4 so much yet. Yeah, put your name in for the drawing. Get like a gift card if you want.
Put my name on the camera.
Okay, the rest of these folks should be online. Completing theory, voice theory, Melanie Morgan Dilworth, Erica Logan, LaTanya Heron. If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Pamela Freeman. Tina, and it might be Branco. It's B-R-A-N-C-O. It's Branco. Said both ways. And, well, I'm sorry. And there's one more in-house that just got the stack wrong. Kenyatta Watkins. She's like, they didn't remember to give me a stack. I believe might be all online. Let me check them out. Yeah, I believe so. These are all completing steno theory online. Venus Williams. It looks to me like Matricia Mitchell. Melody Look. And Jacqueline de Oliveira Aros. All right. Congratulations, you guys.
You go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next couple speed welding classes. These, I believe, are all online as well. Okay, completing 60 words per minute, we have Terry Arrington. Is that wrong?
No,
Oh.
I was just cheering.
Oh, okay. She said Terry. I'm like, don't know what I said. Monica Frost. Cynthia Miller. And Victoria Morella, I believe. Congratulations. Just another, what's the math on 225%? Like 160 words per minute to go. And completing 100 words per minute, we have Caitlin Bockenstead. Congratulations.
Okay, we got some hardware to give away here. I think these are online people. Completing 120 is Caitlin Gurton and Jacqueline Thule. And this student was here last quarter, and she has gone online for a bit, but while she was here, she completed 140. Erica Rodriguez. Stacy Smith. Ivory Brewer. And Ashley Duell. And completing 160, the aforementioned Ashley Duell, the aforementioned Ivory Brewer, and the aforementioned Erica Rodriguez. These will all be
Mailed to you
yes.
immediately, if not sooner.
Many of them are in-house, they're just not here tonight.
Right. Got it. All right, Jeff, you got
All right, we have the upper speeds, and we have one student completing 180 last quarter, Catherine Woodrum. And for 200, you get the last of the hardware. If you're online, we will digitize this and send it to you. Not really. We have we'll use our drone fleet.
That's it.
But you do get the Outstanding Student Shield for completing the 200 level. Deborah Verdon. Angela Jackson. Hilda Cambrick. Some of you might remember some of these folks being around. A lot of them are now doing their externships, so they don't come around much anymore, but that's part of our program. Tamika Allen. Crystal Foster. And Shakantar Latrice, we just called her Latrice when she was here. Latrice Greer. All right. So nobody's here to actually pick up their hardware, but we'll get it to you. All right, and completing the big one, 225. The aforementioned Deborah Verdon, Angela Jackson, Hilda Cambrick, Tamika Allen, Crystal Foster, Latrice Greer, and Nicole Willoughby.
Congratulations to everybody on campus and online. So you know that every quarter we have students vote, no, not students, instructors vote on student of the quarter. And it just so happens that this quarter, our 2 students of the quarter are online. And for, like overwhelmingly, these 2 students received just enormous amounts of praise. They're dedicated, they attend class, they're moving forward quickly, they have that desire to be a court reporter down at the bottom of their heart. So, first one is Jocelyn Zuley. Congratulations. She's a steno student, and the other outstanding student is Amanda Bilbrey. She's a voice student. So, thank you, and I will be sending you your gift cards, as well as everyone who received a pin or a certificate, or both. I'll be sending those out to you in the mail tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to stir this up a whole bunch. You know, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. We have a standing joke with Gracia, who was the focus of our special video, and she usually sits right here, and she draws the names during the day. And she always quips that it's because she can't cheat because she can't see. And it's not inappropriate because she said it, not me. Okay, because you're sitting in her seat. Makes you select. All right. So, the winner of a $25 gift card is Angela Jackson. All right. So thank you everyone, and we've got a few more announcements. In general, does anybody have anything they want to share, gentlemen?
November 12th is a holiday, school holiday, Veterans Day observed.
Veterans Day, November 12th, as well as the Thanksgiving Thursday and Friday. I don't remember what the dates are, but yes, also holidays coming up soon. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone, as well as happy Halloween. All right, and then Eric, do you want to talk a little bit about Real-Time Coach?
Not really. I know a lot of you guys are still having trouble. And I'm not here on Monday nights to help you out on those nights. I apologize. It's just my schedule. If you need help, it's a little tougher now because, again, I've got a theory class that last quarter I had a little extra time to help you out if you needed help. I'm not turning a deaf ear to you. Just let me know. I'll see what I can do at this point if you need some extra help as far as you're not catching on to the procedure or technical problems or whatever the case may be. I hate it because I wish I could just say, hey, I can meet with you at 6 o'clock or I can come into the class like I did last quarter. I'm just not as available, but that doesn't mean I don't want to help. So just let me know and I'll see what I can do.
And if you folks online are having any issues with Real-Time Coach or the learning paths, please reach out to either Michael Branch or to your speed class teacher, and they'll be happy to assist you with any questions that you might have. Okay? All right, and then Mark, you want to talk a little bit about mock trial or mock deposition?
Yes. So coming up, the NITA is the National Institute for Trial Advocacy, and they do a deposition boot camp basically for trial attorneys, and they call and invited a couple of student court reporters to come and be a part of that. And so that's one of the mock things that happens every year. Another one is a high school mock trial that's coming up in February. But I'll just let you guys know that whether you're on campus or online, when I send these opportunities out to you, there may or may not be a speed requirement, but it is really good experience for you guys if you can go in, because you're not graded for it. You may or may not have to produce a transcript, but again, it's not for school, so there's no penalty for you. It's just good experience, especially for the ones that happen at like Emory Law School or Georgia State Law. If they invite us, you guys actually go and get to be ambassadors for court reporters out there and learn from attorneys as they're learning their craft. All right, so just be on the lookout for those opportunities as they come about.
And it looks great on your resume.
Yes, it does,
It
actually.
looks great on your resume. So
Mhm.
if you're interested, there may be an opening left. I know you wanted 5 students.
Actually, this one, the 5 are already filled because I sent it out to externship students, but I just got another one today from another law firm who's doing arbitration, who she's gonna get back to me about that one. So I'll send that out to everyone, and if you guys are available, they need a couple people for a weekend.
So I know that I already mentioned before the high school mock trial that happens in February. We actually had some of our online students who live in the metro area come to that and
Yes.
participate. So if anyone online lives close enough to drive into Atlanta, please get in touch with Mark if you're interested in participating in mock trials.
Yes, I'll send an
It's
email
super
out
fun.
for high school mock trial when it comes up, so that you guys, that one there is no speed requirement. It's just a bunch of high schoolers arguing a case and they talk a million miles a minute. If you can keep up, great. If you can't keep up, you just get to enjoy the experience of being in a trial, because there's an actual judge, there's actual interruptions and disagreements and all that other stuff that you have to try and keep down, Q&A, jury charge, all of that stuff. But again, you're not graded for it. It's just an experience, an opportunity to experience a trial in motion.
And we actually have a witness here who participated. I guess she's not a witness, she's a court reporter. Michelle Monroe, if you just want to say a few words about how you found that experience last
It was actually fun. It was Gwinnett County mock trial. It was 2 hours nonstop. Those kids were fast. They were on top of their game. It was so good. So it's a good experience. Might need to do some curls in your arm if you got a voice, because my arm was killing me after that thing, but I had a really good time.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
The students were pumped up.
Yeah, and they were good too.
They were great.
Yeah.
We had all the slots filled, but I showed up in case someone didn't show up, and I was prepared to pretend to be a steno writer. But dang it, right at the last minute, somebody showed up and I didn't get to do it. But it was fun. I was all set up there like, yes, I know how to do this.
And the judge was actually surprised that I was taking it down. She said, "You were taking that down?" I was trying.
Yeah.
Whereas I think I was only 160 at the time, but it was fun.
I think actually one of our students who's now a graduate actually provided the transcript
Lisa.
to the trial.
Lisa.
No, it was
BB Norris.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
BB Farrell.
Farrell,
I'm sorry, BB
yes.
Norris. BB Farrell. I'm
BB
sorry.
Farrell. Definitely. So please participate because it's super fun. Even if you're not the court reporter, it's really fun to go to the mock trial because it gives you a chance to sit in a courtroom and see what it's like for a court reporter without having to actually go to like an official. It takes a lot of pressure off because these are high school kids, but they are to the letter. They know, they quote code there. It's pretty amazing. Yes. This was high school. It was high school and it was the state competition. So they do local, then they do regional, then they do state. It was very impressive.
And then they do national.
National, oh.
Yeah, they do national, which was in Reno, Nevada. Actually, this coming year, 2019, the nationals is here in Georgia. So you guys who all participate, as long as you have your equipment, doesn't matter what speed you're at, you can participate. I think we can have as much as 15 to 20 people taking part in this.
And again, it looks really good on your resume, so don't let this opportunity pass you by. Okay, so anybody else? Anything from our online viewers? Mark?
Nope. I'm typing back.
The next CBR test is coming around to Atlanta. It's going to be like the first weekend in December. Going to the NVRA.org website if you are hitting it at around 225. Usually, if you're at 225, you already know and you're already watching out for this. But just in case somebody online has not gotten the memo, that's coming up.
Right.
So check out the website. It has all the information.
Right. Okay, so everyone who received a certificate, hang back for a second. For some odd reason, the pizzas are here instead of in the hall.
Split them up.
Oh, they're both. So spread out, make yourself at home, eat a bunch of pizza. Sorry, online folks. I don't know how to do it for you. I feel really bad. But anyway, anyone who received their certificate that's here, present with us right now, come up to the front and let's let Mark take a photo. And otherwise, see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Take a picture.
All of these in here are the bedrooms and everything outside. Oh, thanks, Eric. Step on it. Right.